Hello and welcome to Alumni Stadium here as we live stream today's game, Braintree and Walpole here on BCAM TV as we are ready for the opening kickoff at midfield. Mike Walsh bringing the coverage here in a evenly matched game. Walpole coming into today's action 1-1-1, Braintree 1-1-2. As the Womps will start with possession here on the opening touch. Braintree's two ties at the hands of Canton and Weymouth. Their victory over Bridgewater Raynham, their lone loss to Needham, a 3-1 defeat. So Braintree, a young team, a little inexperienced, but they have a lot of talent. And their goalkeeper here today will be Papantanakis, the junior keeper for Braintree. McAndrew will be in the net for Walpole. And Braintree with the opening throw out in the direction of Carney, who will be a player Braintree will want to get going early in this game. Loses control of it in the midst of our first 40-minute half. A little hand fighting there as Walpole plays it back to defense all the way deep onto the far side now for Hope, who plays it across to the other side now for head coach Lee Delaney, the coach for Walpole. Braintree under the coaching of Kevin Jameson. As the ball goes out of bounds and Walpole will take over in the Braintree end, the attacking end. So we play just a minute here into the opening half as Walpole in their white road jerseys throwing it in. Dangerous ball there where Braintree was nearly able to intercept. That was Silva trying to get in the midst of it, and he's able to work it away. Threads the ball up ahead out in front looking for McClory. Braintree will now intercept, and here they go. Up the field, looking for a shot attempt. The pass is made out in the direction of Pachillo. Pachillo trying to work through and cannot get a shot off as it's worked back out, and now the shot is taken and just up and over the bar off the right foot of Gunning, who had a great opportunity to give Braintree the early lead. So an excellent chance for Braintree here in the opening couple minutes as Gunning just missed over the bar to give Braintree the early advantage. So a nice strike there from the midfielder. And that's certainly the place that you want to take a shot from if you are gunning. And you hope that Braintree will get more of those opportunities, and next time they'll get it in to the goal and take the advantage. Back deep into the Braintree end where it's played out of bounds, as that was knocked out of bounds by Meade. So 37.5 to go here in the opening half in a scoreless game. Braintree with the game's best chance just moments ago. Again, we stream live on the BCAM YouTube channel, as well as on Verizon and Comcast. Channels 9 and 28, if you are watching on TV. Respective provider, as this one's sent back towards the midfield mark. So now chasing and trying to make something happen here is the Braintree attackers, and they do force the turnover as that was knocked out of bounds by the defender Hope. As Meade will send it in just outside the Braintree bench. Right onto the outstretched foot now of Julian as Julian works down the sideline and he carried it out of bounds. Unlucky touch there for Julian. Julian, a sophomore, getting an opportunity here to start. He played a handful of minutes last year as a freshman and obviously taking on a much bigger role. Braintree, a younger team. As this one carries the middle of the field where Pucillo cannot make the play. Far side now, Braintree working past the last line of defense. And out in that direction was McClory. So 36 minutes to go here in the opening half. Braintree still with possession as Carney threads it to the middle of the field. And it cameras back where the defense chips it forward to nobody in particular. And the keeper will let it go out of bounds for a goal kick. So this will be McAndrew who will send it out. And substitutions for the first time in the game coming on the Walpole side. They got a big bench as Rosemill coming in with Duffy, number 10 and number 20. Both sides carrying quite a big roster. The ball is played back to defense. They work it up the field to midfield where Braintree kicks it back. Good tackle, but obviously not clean as the referee blows the whistle. So it'll be a free kick deep in the Braintree end, as it's headed forward by the Womps. Walpole now a new title, the mascot being the Timberwolves. The name change from the Rebels now to the Timberwolves. Braintree still the Braintree Womps. Pretty good tackle there from Carney, got the ball first. A lot of close passing, nothing really of note though, as Braintree very strong defensively, a good shoulder-to-shoulder attack there as play continues. Both sides physical early, which really isn't much of a surprise. As the ball is headed back up the field, Walpole just continuing to work it backwards. They're not working it up the field. Down towards the far sideline. A lot of touches, but again, Braintree able to make a quick touch, looking to steal it, but it does get past the last midfielder. As it's picked up now by Gunning, one of the Braintree captains. They have 3 of them. And Gunning now with it. He had the best chance of this game as he makes the pass ahead for Julian, looking to track it down with his left foot in the far corner. Making a turn, staying with the ball. Julian still with it, and he does win a corner kick. He was hoping for a foul, but he does get the corner kick. Are they going to call the foul? It looks like they are going to call the foul. So much closer than a corner kick would be. Just outside the box there, which would have resulted in a penalty kick. There's a stride outside. So they'll have a 3-person wall in front of Julian, who will take the free kick. As Braintree with just one forward in front of the goal. Here is the pass. It's caromed wide, and then the shot goes off the outstretched foot and wide off of Mead's right cleat. And it will be a goal kick now with 32-15 remaining here in the first half. Braintree with another good opportunity. Not a great chance that time, but where they had the ball on the field, you would expect a good chance from it, but play did not result the way they wanted. As that goes out of bounds, and now Braintree will have a throw-in just over the midfield mark. As it's chested back out, and Braintree will move it up the field another 15 yards before they take their throw-in. So possession-wise, it's been all Braintree on the Walpole side. Walpole, whenever they've had the ball, really haven't been able to move it past the midfield mark, as Braintree on the attack again. As it's out of bounds, this time it will be a corner kick. So Braintree will get the game's first corner. And just one white jersey back for Walpole as they pack the box with defenders. As this one's bent towards the far post and up and over the head of Mead again, as he continues to be the target on that back post. Tough ball there, and it's given away. Picked up by Carney with a quick touch. Silva trying to work it through the defender and lost control of the ball. And Silva commits the foul from behind. Wow, they let it go, and now they do call it. All the way back in their own end, as they'll play it back to the keeper, McAndrew, as he will use his right foot to send it to the far side. Defended by Pacillo and sent out of bounds. A bad turnover deep in their own end. So Walpole making some early mistakes in this game as Braintree keeps them pinned in deep here. We played just about 10 minutes here into the opening half. Braintree with the best chance of the game. Off the right foot of Gunning, who just missed, getting Braintree on the scoreboard with a strike that was just over the crossbar. Now a chance here for Walpole, moving it up the field, and a big defensive play. As play remains onside, and Braintree does not want to take a chance for a shot attempt as they clear it out of bounds. So really a strong play there on the defensive side of the ball. As Nell was back there defensively, he was one of the players involved in that exchange. Along with Dunphy, those two players marked in there. Slowed down that rush. On the far side of the field, it'll be Braintree to move it out. As Charlie works it to the far side for Pacillo, who works it up ahead. Out of the reach of McClory. And that touch going towards the sideline with some backspin. As Braintree able to take it away. Gunning works it away, and now onto the foot of Julian. He cuts it away, and he has some space now. Middle of the field for Kearney, as Kearney cannot work it past the midfielder. As that one was knocked away with a Braintree tackle from Silva. And that was Campbell who tried to work it up the field for Walpole, who did not work it up there cleanly. 28:45 to go here in a quick moving first half, no score. As again, we stream live here on BCAM TV, both on YouTube as well as the Braintree cable station. BCAM TV channels 9 and 28 on Comcast and Verizon. So Braintree looking to get a game over 500 with the victory here today. Both sides trying to do that. One win, one tie, and one win, one loss, and two ties for Braintree. One win, one loss, and one tie for Walpole. As Kearney now works it away for Braintree. The wind's starting to pick up a bit here at Braintree High School. See if that factors in at all. Pretty warm temperatures to start this game. Temperatures in the high 70s to start with the slight wind. As Braintree works it away, and it is booted out with the left foot. Braintree pinned in a little bit here defensively. As working this one is Leacoma. Nice steal by Braintree. And it's worked out of bounds. So Gunning has been a strong force for Braintree early in this game. Number 6 in blue. This one will be thrown in just over the midfield mark as the Braintree bench being told to move back off the far line. Braintree playing it up the field off the foot of Pacillo, who just came in. Touch too far, and it's going to be a good battle right in front of the Walpole bench, but it does go out of bounds. Off of Duffy, who had just come in about 5 minutes or so ago. He was not one of their starters. Silva in the midst of a battle. Pretty nice pass, but that did not work as the oncoming Rosemill could not control it. Here comes Braintree back the other way with Gunning defended by a couple players, and his pass was behind the intended target, Pacillo. Along the sideline, it is kept in, now to the middle of the field. Papatanakis now might have to come into play, the Braintree keeper, but did not have to make a play that time as the defense clearing it away. It's now chipped up and flicked ahead by Braintree. Over the midfield mark for the Timberwolves. Again, if you're wondering who that is, that's Walpole, the new mascot. The pass does work, a little interior pass for Kearney as he goes one-on-one, cuts it back, and now uses the left foot to find the open Silva as Braintree works it across the field. And now Pacillo in the midst of a one-on-one battle, trying to go between the legs of the defender, and that did not necessarily work out. Pretty good defensive work there by number 19. Jung who made the play for Walpole on the defensive side of the ball. Did a really nice job working the body, not looking at the ball. Up the field to nobody in particular. Braintree will have their keeper come out and play it. But Patanakis will send it out with 25 minutes to go here in the opening half in a scoreless game. Instead, elects for the pass instead of a kick. A lot of the times you'll see the keeper punt it out from their own end, but sometimes the better play is actually to pass it, and there was some open space down that side, as both sides want a substitution at the next whistle. There'll be 3 subs coming in for Walpole as Gunning losing control of the ball. And here's Walpole as Carney takes it away. Carney battling, able to get the pass for Gunning, and now they work it to Pachillo. Pachillo with a pass out in the direction of Gomes, but that one did not really work in Braintree's favor as Jung slides it out of bounds, and now we will see some substitutions. So Kennedy coming on to the field for Braintree, along with number 12, Romero. So both sides going deep into the bench. Braintree with quite an extensive roster down on that sideline. As it's played out of bounds again by Jung. So Braintree will throw it in here with 23 and a half to go in the first half. Still no score. We haven't seen a good scoring chance in a handful of minutes now, but Braintree's spent most of their time here on this side of the field here in the opening half. Still looking for the first goal though. As this one's flicked towards the keeper off of the defense, right into the hands of McAndrew, who will send it out. Long wait as he sends it out low. As Braintree, must have been a handball there. Up the field. Oh, nice pass, and the ball deflects towards the goal. Pachillo heading it towards the net, and it goes just wide. So Braintree with another good opportunity, and they will get a corner from it. The initial chance was slowed down, then headed towards the goal by Pachillo, as Braintree will have their second corner of the half. It's been all Braintree here in this first half. 22 minutes to go, as Braintree will have a set opportunity here. This one played to the top of the box. I don't know if the wind played a little bit with that. Up in the air, and it trickles back towards the keeper. And McAndrew with a routine stop as he will send it out. So even though Braintree has controlled the play, they have not found one into the back of the goal. And if play continues like that, you would hope Braintree would be able to capitalize at some point, but sometimes you just feel snake bitten on the offensive side of the ball. Long pass from Meade, as the defense will have to make the play. And it is kept in bounds nicely right along that sideline as Jung plays it up the sideline. And now it is cleared up the field by number 15, Aharonian. A little bit of trouble here on that backside of the Braintree defense as Trotta lost control for a moment. Now Braintree gets a fortunate bounce off of the Walpole defender. So it'll be a Braintree throw as it pinballs out of bounds. See substitutions at the next whistle again. Both sides want a pair. To the far side here for Lessard as he makes the pass ahead. Across to the back post, and they miss the opportunity there. That was up and over the right foot of Richer, who was trying to strike that one in. And now Braintree will have to clear it away as it goes to the far flag, and it will be still in bounds. Sent now towards the goal and headed out by Nell. Dangerous opportunity now, and the ball pinballs in on goal, but a foul is called inside the box against Walpole. Braintree will have a kick out here with under 20 minutes to go in the opening half. So Walpole's best opportunity of the game comes there, and unfortunately for them, the cross was not controlled cleanly. It went up and over the foot, trying a little acrobatic play. And if he was able to connect off the foot of Richer, maybe that had a chance to go home. Braintree adding plenty of jerseys over there to the sideline. They got 4 more getting ready to come in. So 4 total will come in at the next break. As that ball is taken away. 19-15 remaining here in the first half. So Braintree with the substitutions. As the freshman Rufo getting an opportunity here to come in. So head coach Jamison going deep into his bench, getting lots of players involved early in this game, showing what Braintree has to offer here in this game. They're going to give everybody a chance when needed, as the pass is right on the mark, but knocked away by the defender, Cameron. Braintree will keep it in the attacking side of the field. As Julian looking to make something happen, now using the left foot, tricks it to the right, and the shot still out in that direction, goes out of bounds for another Braintree corner kick. So Julian really making good things happen when he touches the ball, and he will take this Braintree corner. Pierce Julian, the sophomore for Braintree, doing a great job. As Braintree will take the opportunity here. And they're looking like a much different attack this time, sending a lot more bodies in front of the goalie, trying to maybe obstruct his view. To the back post, up and over the head of the far forward Gomes. As Braintree sends it back in, out inside the box, headed by Gunning, and played all the way back to the defender Nell, who plays it to the near sideline, and it goes out of bounds. So 17-15 remaining here in the first half, and what's been pretty exciting, even with a scoreless game. We've had plenty of opportunities. Good battle right there on that header, but it was ultimately knocked out by Braintree. Defensively, it was played out of bounds by Radau. Walpole, for one of the rare times in this half, is spending some time on the Braintree side of the field, as the ball caroms in a pretty good spot, but was not controlled cleanly by the Timberwolves. Opportunity developing. Left-footed shot is blocked away by Braintree. That was Brownsword who took the shot, one of their captains. That's played out of bounds. And Braintree with a quick entry. Down on that far side. Gunning could not get past that last line of defense. This ball out in the midst, and it is cleared ahead. That was Julian trying to make a play for Braintree to work it away. Little hand fighting going on both sides as it's played out of bounds. So this will be a throw deep in the Braintree end. Oh, it actually was a foul they called. Both sides looking like they were battling for that ball. I'm surprised they called a foul there. So this will be an opportunity and a free kick for Brownswood. And he will send it in with the left foot. Low liner, and a bobble here as it goes wide, and Braintree very fortunate that they do not allow a goal there. As Papatanakis, who has not been busy, you got to make that play cleanly. That's a mistake, but he is fortunate that that did not cost Braintree a goal there. That ball did have some spin on it, but that's one I know he'll say he should handle. And if that did find its way into the goal off a rebound, he would be kicking himself there afterwards, but we don't have to talk about it much more now as the goal did not happen. As this one is played out of bounds off of Walpole, Braintree will have an opportunity here on a throw-in. So that's kind of how sometimes games go. You don't really get many touches early in a game, then you get a little cold as a keeper. And then sometimes your first real test creates a rebound just like that. And those are the kind of things that you want to avoid, obviously, as a keeper. Anything that rebounds you want towards the sidelines so the opponent cannot cash in. Braintree will send it back into right inside the 18. Extend it to the far side for the Timberwolves as they work it over the Braintree 30. Dangerous pass to the middle of the field, but it does work out, and now it is given away. As Braintree works it up, here is Julian. Works it to the middle of the field for Gomes. And now to the far side, in the direction of Kennedy. Kennedy on the sideline cannot keep the ball in bounds. 13.5 remaining here in the first half in a scoreless game. More substitutions this side on the Walpole side. Braintree with 2 ties in the season with a victory and a loss. Walpole with 1 of each. As this one is headed out of bounds, and it will be another corner kick. So Braintree, who's had a handful of them, this is going to be their 4th corner of the half. We'll see if they can finally cash in. We've seen different looks on each of the 3 corners to this point. The last one really was different in the fact that Braintree sent just about everybody in front of the goal. This looks like a much different approach. Bent to the middle of the box, up off of Gunning and up and over the goal. So Braintree right now not making much happen off their corners. Obviously not an easy thing to do, but those are the times that you really want to take advantage. These are all set plays that Braintree will draw up during practices or things that they want to do. So it'll be a goal kick here with 12 minutes left. Walpole looking to work it up the field. A nice pass. Here comes Papatanakis, and he will get there in time. This time cleanly cradling that ball as he will send it out. That was an oncoming chance for Lassard. Nice kick. Julian could not settle that one down cleanly as it goes out of bounds, and it will be Walpole possession. Trapped down with the midsection and sent right back down the field by Braintree. Long run here for Carney, and he could not get there in time. Tim Carney, the junior striker, hasn't had a ton of good opportunities, had good touches, but nothing notable towards the goal yet. Down on the far side, it will be Trotta to defend, as Pachillo does take it away. A little bit of space as that one pinballs back towards the midfield mark, where Braintree will send it right back to that far side. Defender, a little bit of no man's land there. That's Cameron having a little bit of trouble, gives it away. Braintree with an opportunity here to the back post. Here is Julian, he sends it just wide off the header. So that was a great chance that all developed from a miscue by the defender Cameron, who made a mistake in his own end. And Braintree very quickly turned it into a cross and a header that just went by the far post. So Braintree with another missed opportunity here with just over 10 minutes remaining here in a quick-moving first half in a scoreless one between Braintree and Walpole. Certainly a lot to like here if you are a Braintree fan from this first half, even without the lead. Done a lot of good things here in this half as this one is taken away. Good battle here as Walpole coming back to take it away. So that was a strong defensive play when it looked like it was going to be Gunning with some pretty good real estate in front of him. As Cameron this time, a much better defensive play, sent it to the sideline. 9.5 remaining as Braintree will have a throw. Still awaiting the first goal of this game as play continues deep in the Walpole end. Back post again. Here is Julian, who's been busy. He will hold on to it, looking to go one-on-one with the defender. Still waiting to make his move. Now goes with the cross, and he wins another corner kick. Good sliding play from the defender Jung make it, and Braintree will have yet another corner kick. See if they can capitalize. So this time Braintree will send one player out in front. That one is headed by Braintree initially, not on goal yet, as it's kept in. Gunning looking for a cross, good ball, and it's picked up by the keeper, who keeps it low and picks it up. So McAndrew will now send it out. A couple of good chances there for Braintree off of that corner kick. Neither player defensively able to make a good play for Braintree, and they give it away now. Obviously not easy, but you got to win the ball in the air. That put Braintree at a disadvantage as they now work it up the field onto the body of Pacillo, who is double teamed and lost the ball. Big collision there as Cameron goes down in the midst. Gunning wins it away. And Braintree now to the far side. Midfield, they work it. Pacillo with some room. Pass was not on the same page with the oncoming Carney. So we're at 7.5 remaining in the opening half as Walpole sends it towards their own bench and out of bounds. As Braintree will take over deep in their own territory, still awaiting the game's first goal. Here is Julian. Julian working it right around midfield where it goes out of bounds. And more substitutions. Walpole's really had one excellent scoring chance in this half. Braintree's had probably 4 or 5 excellent scoring opportunities. On the far side, good battle. As Pacillo able to work it all the way back to his defense, where he works it onto the foot of Gunning. Makes a nice little touch, but did not get it far enough to Carney. Couple of quick passes, interior looks, and Braintree does turn it over. So Braintree with a mistake in the attacking end this time. They've played a pretty good first half. Still with just over 6 minutes remaining. As the defense will be tested, and it is sent out of bounds by Dunphy. Brian Dunphy, one of the senior captains for this Braintree Want program. Boys soccer in the midst of their actually make it second home game. They did have a home game against Canton that they tied earlier this season, their home opener. It's the first game that we have covered here at home. Five and a half remaining as Braintree looking to get on the scoreboard before the halftime break. Again, 2 40-minute halves at the high school level. lot of good touches in this first half for the Womps. A lot of time being utilized as this one is headed towards the perimeter. Trapped down in the body of Meade. Bad pass that Braintree was quick to. Pachillo, nice turn. As Walpole does get back with possession. Long pass up ahead, and here comes Lassard. He's been up ahead of the pack a handful of times as the play is going to be offside. So Braintree will send it out here in the final 4.5 minutes of the first half. Cloudy afternoon here today at Alumni Stadium. Again, a slight wind, temperatures in the mid-70s. At the start of this ball game, probably go down a handful of degrees before this game is all said and done. And it will be out of bounds off of Braintree here. So nothing on the goal column here in the scorebook. But Braintree getting the better of the opportunities here in this game as they have a little friendly fire. As Julian now looking to make something happen. Takes the right-footed shot, getting it through the screen, and it's picked up by the keeper. Pretty clever idea there from Julian. Always much tougher for the keeper to make a play when it's through a screen, but didn't really get enough velocity on that shot in order to make it a troublesome shot. Both sides rise, and it's Walpole winning the ball in the air. Here comes Lassard. Braintree tries to keep him to the outside as a nice defensive play, getting his foot in the midst of it to knock that one away was Braintree's number 19, Zindani Brandao. And a challenge there that will be against Braintree, a foul. And here in the final 2.5 minutes or so, it'll be an opportunity on a free kick. You can hear head coach Jameson saying you didn't really need that, especially on the sideline. You'd rather just let the ball go out of bounds or play it out of bounds. No reason to foul there. It's much easier for a team to set up a play here with their foot instead of with their hands throwing it in to the back post. As Braintree with a nice defensive play to keep the ball away for the moment. Here is the keeper, Papantanakis, and he makes the play. So Braintree sends it out, and now a chance here for Kearney. 1-on-2, using his right foot as he cuts back. Open space for Julian, but he couldn't get it there. And Braintree's chance is very quickly developed and shut down. So the clock stops at the 2-minute mark. The only time is available by the official, as here comes Kearney again looking to make something happen, and he couldn't get a foot to chip it over the keeper. So Kearney, who hadn't really had a good scoring opportunity really in this first half until now. He's had 2 in the last minute, and Braintree looking to find one before the halftime break. As this one's chipped back into the attacking end. A lot going on here in the final couple minutes as Braintree looking for another takeaway. Here is Silva. He does win it away. Braintree with a lot of space in the middle of the field. They do work it there. Here's Gunning. Has Julian to his left. He gets it there. Lassard coming back to slow it down. Nice pass to Gunning. Here's Braintree in the final couple minutes of the half, and a nice save is made on a bullet of a shot from Gunning. Unfortunate situation there for Gunning is that he hit it right at the middle of the goal where the keeper was standing. If that was labeled to a corner, maybe you have a chance for a lead before half. Can't be much more than a handful of seconds left in this opening half. Really no stoppages, so there would be no reason to have any extra time added, but Braintree still has time left apparently to try and make something happen here late. Walpole would do well to clear this out of bounds. You don't want to really waste too much time fooling around with the ball. You don't want to give it away. Down on the far side. And Braintree with the steal as Meade takes it away. And now Braintree looking for some transition. Nice little tackle as they work it away. Braintree back defensively. And the referee looks down at his watch and blows the whistle to end the first half. So a really good first half for Braintree as they are not able to get the lead, but they really dominated the play. Walpole had a couple of opportunities, but Braintree with the better of the two teams' chances. After 40 minutes of action, a 0-0 game between Braintree and Walpole. The Womps and the Timberwolves will be back for live stream action here on BCAM TV after a break. We'll be back.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team. If we all show up together, that's what it's all about.
I was a part of helping to build what it is today.
I'm really lucky to get to be a part of that legacy.
Just that simple act that takes, 5 or 10 minutes of your time is making a difference and is transforming someone else's life.
Once you get there and realize how much you can change someone's life, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
You guys keep doing what you're doing. It's something special.
Get up and try something. Just try it. Just go to one event, one action team event.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
Welcome back to Alumni Stadium here at Braintree High School as we get ready for second half action between Braintree and Walpole. Mike Wassel bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as again we stream live on YouTube and the BCAM TV station, channels 9 and 28. So the second half underway in a scoreless game. Somebody's going to have to start the clock down there on the field. As Braintree will have it. Here is Gunning as he works it to the far side for Julian. Braintree able to win it away. Down on the far side, here is Julian again. Tough ball there, as now it is Silva. And it's worked to the perimeter where it's out of bounds for another Braintree throw. So that throw goes into the Walpole bench, so Braintree with a turnover. Probably played about a minute or so here into this second half. Again, the scoreboard has not started, so to try and get a better idea from the official what the official time will be. As it's played to the middle of the field and back towards the boundary again where Braintree will have the throw. Nice little header. Here is Pacillo, works it to the middle of the field where it's cleared back up to midfield. Onto the foot now of Silva as Pacillo could not return the favor. Looking to get that little give and go. And it's worked all the way back to Meade. Meade at midfield continues to work it even further back to the Braintree defense. Chipped up ahead by Brendau. Play continues. Both sides missed the attempted header. As Carney still with the ball. Middle of the field. Tough with the oncoming defender. But Braintree maintains possession. A lot going on here. Braintree with a lot of passes as they extend it to the far side. And that will be out of bounds where it will be a throw. And they still have not made a signal yet for the direction of the throw. Finally, it'll be going in favor of Walpole deep in their own territory as this one's flicked ahead. And both sides battling for the ball where Braintree works it to the perimeter. As Dunphy plays it out of bounds. Here is Lassard as he looks to make something happen, and Braintree just able to slow it down enough. That was a dangerous play by Nell, trying to hold off the defender and allow his goalkeeper to make the play. That was a little bit too dangerous for comfort. As Julian now works it back over the midfield mark, looking to make something happen here as he goes one-on-one. And it's now played out of bounds. So Braintree cutting it back. Again, the scoreboard not working right now, or at least they haven't started, I don't know, one of the two. So the timing of this half we will not have necessarily. Up the field it goes, and Braintree defensively clears it to the perimeter. So they've taken about 4 minutes off the clock. They have it running now, and we're under 36 minutes remaining. Head coach Jamison coming over to share that responsibility of the timekeeping. Here is Gunning, a lot of space, and he makes the quick pass for Julian, who has a lot of real estate in front of him. Makes the cut and now threads it ahead. Just a little bit too far out in front of Carney, as Carney looking to get right back onto the ball. He has it now. Makes the short pass for Silva. Nobody really read that one for Braintree as nobody moved forward. Middle of the field, a dangerous look, and now it's Gunning who will be with it. Julian trying to stay onside. And Braintree trying to make something happen there inside the middle of the field. Carney had it knocked away. And on the far side it goes out where Braintree throws it back in. Tough ball there. And now Braintree extends it to the middle of the field. 34 and a half remaining here in the second half. Still a scoreless game. Braintree will be deep in their own end. A nice little aerial look from Dunphy. As that one goes out of bounds, a Braintree throw will ensue. Again, Braintree with most of the play already here in the second half. No real surprise from what we saw in the first, as here comes Pachillo, works past two defenders, and it goes out of bounds, and Braintree will have yet another throw. No substitutions for Walpole here, as it is Braintree possession. A lot of room here for Trotta as he works it up from his defensive spot. He wants the return pass, and that one just did not connect as cleanly as it was needed to be. Flick to the back post, out in front, and it's on goal from Gunning, and a stop is made. So Braintree with a pretty good opportunity there with a couple of consecutive headers. 33 and a half remain here in this ball game. Still 0-0. Braintree and Walpole here in a Bay State Conference matchup. Live streaming here on BCAM TV. Mike Wassel bringing the coverage. This one plugged into the Braintree end, and that'll go out of bounds. As the substitutions will occur, Braintree will have a goal kick. Both sides battling for it right around midfield. Braintree comes away with the ball. Little interior pass from Silva as the ball pinballs back into the Walpole end. As the keeper, McAndrew, will send it back out. On the far side, here comes Walpole. Touch Leacoma as he swings it to the middle of the field. And a tough read there as Braintree gives it away momentarily off the foot of Dunphy, and it will result in a goal kick. Another substitution. Seen a lot of them here from Walpole in the second half already. Braintree hasn't really gone into their bench yet in the second half. They did in the first. So again, both sides trying to get over 500 in the winning percentage. Walpole 1-1-1, Braintree 1-1-2. Heading into their fifth game, which we are more than halfway through in a 0-0 game. Their lone loss coming at the hands of the Needham Rockets, 3-1 defeat. Braintree's lone win coming at Bridgewater Raynham. I think the final of that one was 6-0. Braintree had no problem with the Trojans. And then ties with Canton and Weymouth. Most recent against Weymouth in a 0-0 game, which is what we have here. 31 minutes remain here in this ball game. Pachillo didn't hand it cleanly, as Braintree sends it back up the field to the midfield mark, as Carney hand fighting. And it's played all the way back to the defense of Hope, who sends it to the far side. This is Cameron, the right back, who sends it up the field and too far up in front of Lassard. So we've played 9.5 minutes into the second half. Still no change on the score. You might only see one goal in this one, the way it's trending. Might not see any. But for viewers' sake, I would think most people would want to see at least one. I'd like to see either team win this. But Braintree right now, more dominant team. But Walpole just looking to make something happen with their limited chances. Short throw. As the middle of the field, Braintree's able to poke it away for the moment. Not able to control it though. As Walpole back on the ball, worked up the field by number 13, Hazel. As it pinballs towards the Braintree goalie, and he makes the sliding play. Papantanakis will send it out. Not a great kick from Chris, or make it Nico. Chris Kuja, the backup keeper listed first. Opportunity here for a shot as it's let go, and it's let go about 10 yards wide of the goal. It's where you want to take the shot from, though. That was the right idea, but obviously not on mark. Braintree will send it out. Goal kick. 28:45 remains as Braintree had just made a couple substitutions. Nice kick from their own end. And it's played out of bounds. That was probably not what they necessarily wanted to do there. They had some space. See if Braintree can take advantage. Players moving back from the sideline. Obviously, the referee needs to be able to see right down the perimeter of the field as it goes for a Braintree throw. Scoreless game. Here is Nate Mead, who will throw it in. See if he can move it back and get the throw off. Out of the reach of the foot of McClory. As Mead trying to send it ahead, but didn't get much up. Getting upended there was Braintree, and that'll be a free kick moving in. So that was Trotta who was tripped up. And Braintree will now have a chance to move it in. The ball will be placed just outside the 40-yard line here on the Alumni Stadium turf. As Braintree in the midst of a good opportunity here off a free kick. It's a pretty good ball towards the keeper, but he rises and makes the play. McAndrews will throw it out. Back up the field as Walpole trying to turn it into some transition, but Braintree will very quickly squash that chance. 27 minutes left here in the second half. Neither side has been able to find one yet in a base day conference matchup. First meeting between these two teams. Working it into the Braintree defensive end, and that was Mead who was able to slow it down, and he ends up winning a goal kick from it. So a really nice defensive play. That was Hazel up there for Walpole, who had the opportunity. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get a shot off, and Braintree took away that chance quickly. The defense has been really good for Braintree here in this game. Offense obviously has controlled the play, but the defense, when needed, has made all the plays so far. And that's going to be a foul on that challenge, as Hazel guilty of the challenge in the air. Must have come in with the shoulder, apparently. Getting a little talking to from the official. Not in the words of a card, but more just trying to see what happened there, I think. Pretty calm exchange there from the forward and the official. Back up the field. Here comes Braintree onto the foot of Carney as he slips it back for the oncoming chance. As Braintree taken down inside the box, and no foul will come. As Julian, hoping for a PK, did not get it. And Braintree's got to be quicker to get back to their feet there. You don't get the call, but you still got to continue there. Even if you felt you deserve something better, can't allow the other team to have numbers back the other way. It's not going to change the official's mind. 25 minutes left as Braintree works it into the attacking end again. Here is Carney. He cuts across the field, and the pass is now knocked away and played back to the 45-yard line, where Braintree works it in front of their own, or makes it in front of the Walpole bench as it goes out of bounds. So the Timberwolves will throw it in front of their own bench, as it is sent towards the midfield mark, as that double deflects, first off Walpole, then Braintree, and that's the reason for the throw-in for Walpole. At the midfield mark, they fire it down the far sideline, looking for the oncoming Duffy. As he lost the ball out of bounds, and Braintree will have it on a throw. Thrown in very quickly, as Gomes having a little bit of trouble there in his own end. Mead again making the play. Now it's given away. Here's the shot, and it goes wide. Was it deflected? No, it was not. So both sides, actually just the Braintree side with some substitutions. Four different players coming into the game for Braintree. So still no score here in this matchup between Braintree and Walpole, as the Timberwolves send it across, and this time a clean play by Papantanakis. Under 23 minutes left as he lines this one towards the far side. Tough ball for Braintree to track down. It's out of the reach of McClory. As Walpole with the substitution of their own. Aharonian coming back into the game for Duffy. Here's Carney. Carney cuts it back and lost possession. Open space now as Braintree looking to defend it well. A lot of hand fighting going on as Braintree giving it away into the box, and Papatanakis able to get there first. That was a pretty good opportunity that was developing off the foot of Brownswood, who's been one of their more talented players on the offensive side of the ball. Carney heads it back, where Braintree plays it forward off the foot of Romero. And here is Pachillo. Pachillo using the middle of the field. Unfortunately, nobody was ready for the pass. Right back to the middle, where Romero will have it go over his head. And then the next touch will be Walpole's. Sending it down the far side of the field, as Meade able to settle it down with the header. And Braintree able to work it away, but out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in. 21 minutes left. Still looking for the game's first goal. Haven't seen a good opportunity in a little while now. As it's played towards the sideline, kept inbounds. As Braintree backtracking, and it's forced towards the sideline off of Walpole, where Braintree will have the throw.
Go, White!
Good battle, both sides working for it, and a foul called for a jersey tug. Braintree chipping it ahead, something positive looked like it was going to start to develop. First time we have seen number 25, Ryan Smith, out on the field. Here's Brownswood. It's Braintree with excellent defense that time. Right on the sideline, it's out of bounds, and Braintree will have it. So a throw deep in their own end. Acrobatic play off the foot of number 4, Leocoma, who was able to keep the ball moving forward for Walpole. Taking that one out of the air. Very tough to make that play. And that's all for the keeper, as Nico will send it out. Nice kick. Down the far side, it goes out of bounds, where Braintree will have yet another throw. 18:45 left. Here on the near side, it is Puccillo in the midst of a one-on-one battle. It goes out of bounds, where Braintree will have it. So Braintree wants substitutions. You're going to see a lot of their starters coming back onto the field, but they're not going to get the subs in here, although I'm sure they'd like them at this point. A couple of their big strikers getting set to come back in. This one will be fired in by number 17, Mike Ruffo. Inside the box. Shot attempt is blocked. That was taken by Tran. Unfortunately, the shot didn't get all the way through. And a shoulder-to-shoulder collision that Braintree will have the ball from. Here comes Braintree. The pass up ahead, just a little bit too far up in front. As again, there's another collision, but Braintree will maintain possession. And they want substitutions this time, and they will get them. Pretty good couple minutes for these players coming off. They created a couple of chances there, and now they've set up Their starters here with an opportunity here. As Carney able to keep the ball. Looking to make something happen here. As the ball pinballs back towards the middle of the field. And now on the far side, both teams exchanging possession. Where Walpole works it up the field. 16:45 left. Long pass up ahead. Good battle here one-on-one as it's crossed, and Braintree with the only play there. As it's thrown out by the keeper, and it's all Gunning who has space. Trying the little give and go, just a little bit too far in front of him. As Gunning again able to use his body to work it in his favor. Here comes Smith. On the far side, the defender slipping down, and he's got a lot more room to work with now. Makes the pass to the far side for Gunning. Here is Gunning looking to the far post, and that's too far, but he is still onside. Smith wants the ball back, and he couldn't get it there. As it's worked out of bounds, and Braintree will have another throw-in. More substitutions. 15:45 left. This one bent to the middle of the field. Sent across. Here is Meade defensively as he cuts back. Nice play. Excellent defensive work as he works it up the sideline. As Gunning let that one go instead of playing it. Sometimes that works out in your favor, and this time it didn't. Nice job by Gunning again in the air. Here is Carney up ahead for Julian, trying to make something happen. Played back out. Big battle here. It's picked up by Brownswood. And up ahead, it's an easy play for the keeper again. But Tanakis will send it out. 14.5 left. We haven't really seen a good opportunity in a little while. After a lot of chances in that first half. Braintree certainly deserving better right now than a tie, which is what they have right now. Back up the field. Ball on the foot of McClory. Sends it up ahead for Julian. And the ball is picked up by the keeper. So McAndrew this time was able to get there in the nick of time. Very high kick. That was a tough ball to win in the air. That one was really high up. Nice interior look. There you go. The pass. Taking a little bit too long with Silva. He's able to keep his footing after being tackled from behind. Gunning, working it one-on-one. Good space. Here is the shot from Smith to the back post, and it's going to be stopped by McAndrew. So Braintree developing an opportunity there. With 13:10 to go. Walpole will send it out. On the far side of the field, it is kicked out of bounds. It will be a throw-in. Braintree able to work it out of their own end. As it's played towards the perimeter. And still in bounds. No, out of bounds. No real official signal there on that play. Braintree will keep working it up the field. Back all the way to the Braintree end. So 11:30 remains as Braintree sends it out right towards the sideline. Big battle here as Rosemel able to win it momentarily for Walpole as Silva was knocked in the back. Play continues up the field. Nice pass out in the direction of Carney. Carney in a one-on-one battle as he's able to work it past the defender for the moment. Still inbounds. Now it's kicked out, and it will be a Braintree throw. Thrown in by Mead as it deflects to the middle of the box. Julian could not settle it down well. Otherwise, he would have had a good scoring opportunity. As it's played up the field, and here comes Duffy, and play is apparently onside. Both officials way down the field. They weren't positioned well to make that call. Played to the middle of the box. Braintree with some friendly fire. That one hit off of Smith, and now it pinballs over to Julian, who could not trap it down. Walpole starting to make something happen here with just over 10 minutes left. Looking for a cross as it's bent into the box. Settled down by the Timberwolves as they work it to the middle of the field where Braintree works it away, and Gunning sends it out of bounds. Ball will be at midfield. Walpole wants a substitution. Braintree want to pair as well. Final 9:20 remaining here in this game. Maybe a little added time with stoppage, but hasn't really been any real stoppages in this game. We haven't seen a goal, we haven't seen any injuries. Very clean game by both sides. Very few stoppages on fouls as well, so Braintree looking to clear it out. Not a good clearing attempt, and Braintree does indeed clear it out this time over midfield, but out of bounds. So right now Braintree needs possession. 8:40 left as the clock on the move. Here is Carney. Nice pass over to Gunning. Here's the pass back to Carney. He's onside. The cut back from Julian. It slipped over to the shot by Gunning. The stop, and it's Carney trying to make the spinning shot. With 8:20 left, a push in the back, and the ball going back the other way. Braintree has the opportunity, could not really get anything from it though, and here comes Duffy. Back the other way, and Braintree clears it out of bounds. It will be a corner kick. So Braintree could not have had a better opportunity on the other side of the field. Gunning's shot really produced a big rebound, but Braintree was not able to capitalize on the big bounce. Just over 7.5 left. It'll be a corner kick, one of the rare corners we've seen in this game from Walpole. Braintree's had a handful, most of them back in that first half. This one to the back post. So far nothing doing, as Braintree's able to clear it away, and that'll be a foul inside the box against Walpole. So Braintree will now have a free clear.
picture of my ball right there.
And then I would love to get 3 bags.
I'm number 19.
Down on that far side, it goes out of bounds. Walpole working it into the Braintree end. As the pass is crossed, and that'll be stopped by Papatanakis, who will send it out with just 6.5 left. Popping back towards the Braintree keeper, and he will make the easy play. So not a ton of time left. We'll see if Braintree can get one here late. Long ball up the field. This will be a battle here for Julian. And again, the ball is worked back in the Walpole direction. Ball was loose for a while. Nobody wanted it for Braintree. As it's worked up the field by Campbell. Chip to the middle of the box. Oh, nice defensive play by Nell. He stopped that one with his elevated leg to slow down what would have been a good crossing attempt. So 5.5 left. And Braintree will send it out on the goal kick. Long ball out in front of us here as it is played up the field by Walpole, the play of Jung. Oh, big hit there. I'm not sure where the foul wasn't there. It'll be a goal kick anyway, and that's going to take some time off the clock, but they'll very quickly get him a ball out there. Under 5 minutes left in this game.
There's 4 minutes left. Well, 5.
So Braintree taking their time, setting things up. Off the header of Gunning. As Julian gets it ahead for Carney. Carney thought about the pass instead, deciding to thread the pass back. As it's played towards the perimeter. And it's still in bounds as Brownsword has some room in front of him. Up ahead where the Braintree defense is put to test. All the way up for Nell, and it's going to be the keeper to play it quickly. That was dangerous. I don't know if Braintree was ready for the pass. Oh, good job working it up the field. Far side. Here's Pachillo. Pachillo works it down up over the 30, but it is all Walpole here on the real estate. Over the midfield mark here with 3:45 left. Strong challenge, and he's able to win it away. Trotta taking that one away. Braintree has a lot of open players. Trying to get it ahead for Carney's onside. And the play is knocked out of bounds, or at least towards the perimeter, and played out of bounds for a throw.
Yes, sir, Colleen.
So the substitutions occurring here with just over 3 minutes left. Thrown in as it pinballs back, and Walpole having numbers, but they did not have a good ball there. Braintree will keep the pressure on. Sent right back towards that corner flag as that one's knocked out of bounds by Braintree, and Walpole now with 2:45 left will try and work it up the field. Knocked out of bounds by Braintree. Sent in where Braintree has 2 players looking to work it away. They cannot work it away cleanly.
Switch it.
A lot of space here on this field. Here's Leacoma. He threads it back. As Rosemill now lost possession and tripped up the Braintree player, where Braintree will have a chance to move it up. Not a ton of time left. Braintree does have a timeout left if they wanted, but I think you'd only use that really if you wanted to draw something up in the offensive end. Both sides heading towards another tie. Braintree's already had 2 of them this season. This will be a frustrating tie with the amount of possession they've had. The official time is on the clock from the referees on the field. The clock obviously stopped here on the Alumni Stadium clock, as Carney could not control that one cleanly. Does now. He turns, takes the shot, and not much on it. And was it deflected? No, it was not. It's going to be a goal kick.
Come on, White!
So McAndrew hoping that his team can do something here late. Braintree makes another substitution. And this one will be sent out. And a foul in the back. This will be a free kick just shy of the 40-yard line. A chance here for something late. Can't be a ton of time left in this one. Braintree's going to have to defend here to keep it scoreless. This will be a free kick off the foot of Campbell as he sends it, and it's flicked towards goal, and a save is made by Papatanakis. He sends it all the way down the field, up over the 40, as Braintree able to win the ball. 50-50 battle. Open space here for Gunning. Threads it to the far side as he tried to get it over to Julian on that far side. It is Carney now in the midst of a battle. And the end of the game will occur here before Braintree can get an offensive opportunity from it. And the game ends in a 0-0 draw. So a little frustrating for Braintree here in this game, and a game they controlled for most of the way. But I guess they'll take another point, as Braintree has now moved their record to 1-1-3. They've got 3 ties. But a little bit of frustration built into this one. They had really a lot of good opportunities in that first half. Not as many here in the second half. Walpole played a much stronger defensive second half, but still both sides with few chances, mainly in that second half. We didn't really have many to speak of, but the game ends in a 0-0 tie as Braintree and Walpole in a deadlock at 0. Pretty well played game by both keepers, as the 2 sides, I believe, would see each other later in this season. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but usually both sides play each other twice. So that'll end our live stream coverage, as we want to thank everybody for watching here live. We'll continue to do as many live games as we can here this season for all sports. As that concludes the coverage, on behalf of our camera person here today, Christine Patterson, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.